Hello everyone, Brachiosaurus here again for another episode in my Denmark Let's Play in Europa Universalis 5. Bit of a mouthful there. Our economy is doing well, we're making 10 ducats a month. Let's unpause and let her rip. We've paid off our loan to the Pope, and we have a new ally in Brabant. We do have some diseases. The Western Schism. A schism has struck Catholicism and has thrown the Quira in petty factionalism. Even if the church has been divided before, this schism seems to be of a different nature. After the death of the last pope, a faction of Italian cardinals is pushing for the return of the Holy See into their own control, something they have desired ever since the papacy fell under French control. Opposing them, the French faction insists on the new pope remaining under their control. The demands of both factions seem irreconcilable, and the Catholic world is swiftly descending into factionalism, leaving the good Catholic people of the Catholic Church without their shepherds. As long as this division persists, they will have to navigate a world without their usual authority and decide for their own who the true representative of divine will is. So we get an event, we get a situation where it's the Pope against France for influence over the faith. And it looks like all the countries are lining up behind France here, so this one might be over pretty clearly. Castile, Naples, and all of the minors. The Pope is gathering a fair bit of support. I'm going to declare for the Pope. In fact, I'm going to raise relations with the Pope. Military complacency. Our generals think that our armies are invincible. I can handle 20 morale loss. If we have a look at our pop needs, we need some fruit, rice, fur, books, pearls, and beeswax. Speaking of books, that's generally a good building to make, because it lets you make libraries once they're done. So we'll build a few bookmakers, a few scriptoriums. We'll see what else is on our pop needs list. Beeswax. We can't quite afford to expand it. Next tick we'll be able to. Okay, expand the beeswax. We should probably start thinking about annexing some of our vassals. We do have a reasonable power projection. Let's have a look at our cultures. We're at 1.7 of 1.6. Holstadian is tolerated, and it would cost another, using 0.3 and would go up to 0.1, so we can accept them and not be over our limit. So let's do that. They are now accepted, which gives them 10% more satisfaction. Good. We like having happy, satisfied people. Schleswig, Flensborg, and Ergenford are now part of our patrimony. Oh, because they had the other culture, and now suddenly they're happier to be a part of us. That's great. So this is our new vassal. We can't annex him for a little while, right? Start annexation. We can only begin 10 years in 1365. Well, that's right around the corner. So let's raise relations there, and raise relations in Holstein as well. What's happened here? Poland has taken this land randomly. It's quite the reach. Hardened oak on our ships. experienced shipbuilders have found ways to strengthen the hulls of our ships so they can weather storms, and we get better ships that take less damage. An erosion of faith. The confusion caused by the conflict between Rome and Paris has severely impacted the stability of our kingdom. The uncertainty about the occupation of the Holy See is spreading doubts about proper church service and is eroding the faith of the people. We can pray for an end to the squabbles, or we can use stability and legitimacy for exploring alternatives. What are... They have 54, and they have 57. So they're pretty lean. I think I'll take the stab and the legitimacy, because I can always pay for a little bit more legitimacy over time, and a little bit more stability. We're making some money, so let's build another one of those. Let's build more wheat. I think I want my wheat to be in here, in Vordenborg, because it has farmlands, which give it more food production. So we're going to have a bunch of cities around the capital, and this will kind of be the breadbasket of the area. Can I put in a... ooh, I can't put in irrigation, that's too bad. I can put in a settlement, though. Did I forget to build settlements? Oh dear. We've upgraded our levies, and we have a parliament available once again. Let's host the parliament in Copenhagen. We can get a census for population. We can get a character. We can get some tradition. Ties to our subjects. Naval infrastructure is a pretty good one to push for, because we can get some development and some progress towards naval. Market expansion, castle works, or sponsoring a cathedral. I don't hate the cathedral either, because the cathedral is a nice building with conversion speed, literacy, and you get it for 2/3 of the price. But development is hard to argue with. Actually, what's our antagonism situation like? Wolgast feels no antagonism towards us. Lunenburg feels a little bit. Gustrel feels a bunch. So maybe I could get a CB on Wolgast. Maybe on the Teutons or on the Livonians. I am getting a decent navy, enough to kind of start considering shipping troops over this way. Let's go speed down a little bit. Let's explore the navies of the region, see if we can spot what everybody else has. Volgast has 3 galleys, so I feel like I could take them. The Teutons probably have less than 3. Where are they? Are they hiding in the Vistula Lagoon? Maybe they have none. I feel like I've got a good shot. So let's pause. And let's think about it. We could try and take a chunk out of Wolgast. Is Bohemia? Yes, Bohemia is going to defend them, so that's not an option. So we could take a chunk out of Livonia. We are slightly stronger than them because Hungary is on their side. Hungary being quite strong. But I feel like they might have trouble reaching me. rivals with Serbia, Halic, and Bulgaria. They are rivaled by Poland, so Poland might not let Hungary through. So I think I can get a war off against the Livonians. So let's be super greedy here. Let's try and go for naval infrastructure. Let's get our ruler back in place. And let's see what our options are. We can get aristocratic support. We can change to civil law in the legal code. We're on a nice regional law, which gives us all estate satisfaction. What does civil law give us? Legislative efficiency and progress towards centralization. I wouldn't mind taking that. It's kind of like less Danish roleplay, giving up on the regional laws of Denmark, but we do get centralization. So I think we can take the big chunk for aristocratic support, and we can take the new law. They want to contain banking, so we don't want to do that. The burghers want a commercial advisory board, which is generally pretty good. I should want to grant them that. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I think we need to look at our navy levies. We can get quite a few levies there from Zealand and Nordjylland. So I think we'll be okay on transport. I think we can do this. I think we can pull off a war against the Livonians and expand our Estonian holding. Where is the Estonian culture? Immediately to the south and a little bit over here on the islands. Okay, let's aim for that. Let's ask for a CB against North Livonia. Yeah, let's try and take like everything in the north. We're down to 7. So if we lessen the levies and we grant this privilege, that should get us back into a almost winning position. Almost winning position, not quite. Oh, they want to enact closed borders to disallow migration. I don't think I want that. And we would lose 12 stability from changing. Or we could lose 10 progress towards banking to get our development. How is banking doing? Banking is not spreading to us. We only have 2 progress towards banking. Let's just double check that by going over and looking at the advance itself. If we hover banking, it's supposed to... I've seen this before, but it's not working now. Oh, is it because we're in the map mode? Yes. So if we have a look at that with no map mode selected, we can see that banking is in Lübeck. So the Hansa has banking down here. And nobody else. The Reformation is nowhere. Professional armies is lots of places. So I only have 2 progress towards banking. So I think I can afford... You know what? I'm gonna let it mostly run out. And then we'll see about accepting that. Let's go back over to our war. Declare war on Livonia. Are they still under the Teutons? They are. We'll take our CB. We have to take North Livonia war goal. We will raise up all of our ships, and we'll raise up all of our troops. change the law. We'll make sure that these guys are full up on food. And we'll make sure that our other ships are taking on food as well. Taking attrition. Okay, get these guys over to Copenhagen. Get my ships taking food and distributing food. Get these guys over here. Actually, if we just move them up one, we can throw them out onto our ships. Are they full up on apples? Maybe. Let's bring our navy back to escort them. We can... Yikes. So we did get a negative event. We can take a prestige hit, or we can definitely fail the debate. What's the debate at? 47? We're going to not take the -5, because that would screw us over. Okay, our guys are on, our 2K is on our 42 ships. We're going to load up the other troops, and then we're going to take our fleets over together. So that our galleys can provide some cover for our transports. Let's take them up this way by Sweden. And then let's cross over. And we can just land directly, can't we? Actually, I want to disembark. Because these are separate islands. So I want to disembark my little guys. I want to disembark my big stack onto the mainland. And hope that nobody's there waiting for us. We'll bump it up to 4. Why not? Another 106 days to try and get a random good event. Clash between Roskilde and Hjoring. The people of Roskilde support Paris and have clashed with Hjoring, who are avid followers of Rome. Both factions have now petitioned the king to take a clear stance. We can get satisfaction in Hjoring. Roskilde is pretty important control-wise. And I feel like Hjoring, a sand province, is not. We can lose support everywhere. We will support Roskilde. We're running a war over here. Not much in the way of opposition, is there? And we're getting these two for free. Okay, let's load our guys back onto the boats. And then let's move our fishing fleet ashore. Let's move our battle fleet further down the coast. Ah, look at this. 288 Livonian troops. Is that all they've got? Feudal levies. They're not having a good time, are they? We're gonna chase them down. Oh, did we lose a ship? How did we lose a ship? We're taking a lot of attrition damage. Are they taking attrition damage? They are taking attrition damage. Life in Copenhagen. lose money or we can lose 5% support. So, we did get another negative event. We have to pay the money. And we're almost done here. Gonna keep an eye on this one as it ticks down. 13 days left. So I am going to contain banking so that it passes and I get my development and my naval. There. They won there. They won there. We can't move to Riga. Why is that? Has no forts, is under a zone of control. Can we move there? We can move there. Very odd. Losing a ship was not very fun. So we passed and we got our development. Cannot move here as the unit lacks access. Oh, they've taken all of Estonia. That's what's going on. Well, we'll just retake it real quick. Is Tallinn the main? No. Narva is the main city. Where are they going? Let's intercept them and beat them up. City. Is Riga not in this war with us? They are in the war. They should be. They should be a vassal of Livonia who we're fighting. So let's get them across. Oh, they took another tick of attrition there. Does Tallinn have a war? Do I need to build a wharf over here to fix my ships? There, I'll put one in Tallinn. And that will help it repair these ships. No, we're going to keep them there until February is done. Now we're going to move them over. I don't want to lose those expensive ships. I don't understand why I can't walk in to Dorpat and siege it. Ah, look at this. Hungary is attacking me way over here. That's amazing. From 7 battles, we're losing war score because my vassals got their butts kicked by Hungary. Hungary with 9,000 strong. So I guess I have to pull pretty much everybody back out. It's rather annoying. Now let's gather everybody up here. And these ships, they are really starting to lose points. So we'll do the same thing. A new outbreak in Copenhagen. We will war around. Are they still taking attrition? Yeah, they took a little bit over there. Okay. Is Hungary running away now that we're here? Yeah, we're leaving. Come back, Hungary. They've gone down there. So let's go back and take Engelsberg. Are these ships repairing? They are repaired. So we'll let Hungary siege there for a moment. Yeah, we'll call for attachments. Livonia has nothing. Are my ships dying? They should be repairing. My fishing boats. I don't want to lose any troops while I'm moving them around is the thing. Let's move over to Eger. Let's move to Kiel. Kiel's a big city. Get everybody on the boats. And then let's move them over navally. Ah, Hungary is running scared. How can I go get them? Can I get access? I can purchase military access in Brandenburg. They'll let me through. But I can't go directly through. I would have to purchase access in Rupenhavelberg for 18. But I don't have a diplomat. At least Hungary only has 10,000 because it got beat up by Serbia. They better not just run back this way. Oh, we have a red circle. That's not great. We are engaging. We're dealing some casualties. We're about even, slightly on our side, but we're losing the morale. We did take a negative. We're getting some allies trickling in. Oh, one of our flanks fell. That's it, we're done. Lose 16 war score. Youch. Well, that hurt. Peace out Hungary. Can I get them to leave me alone? What do they want? They want an exemption from the sound tolls. They want me to end my alliance and to pay war reps. It might not be that bad. I think I can take them. I think I can take them. Erosion of faith, confusion again. We'll take the stability and legitimacy. So other people don't get too mad at one another. We'll load our troops onto the boats. We'll send them back over. Maybe we can get a defensive battle on the fort here. We will balance the fronts. We will consolidate our regiments. And now that Hungary is sieging, we would get a defensive advantage. It's green for us. I don't think there's defensive terrain in Wismar. There's flatland, there's grasslands, maybe there's a river. We do have our allies coming. We are engaged and we're doing some damage. We've got a good advantage so far. And our vassals are coming in to boost our numbers. This is going much better for us. Our flank is still collapsing over here. Oh, and our vassals come in to prop it up and save the day. We beat the other flank, so that'll be that. Hungary loses. We won for plus 20 more score. Excellent. Have to go all the way around. Disagreeing advisor. I can kill my excellent advisor, or I can lose legitimacy. I'm not going to kill him. He's great. Let's retake. Oh. No, no, no. Not having access is a real pain, isn't it? With Poland having these locations. And I can't purchase access from Ratsburg because they don't like me. But I can purchase access. Oh no, I can't, because they don't like me either. Wow. I'm going to turn off the attach, and I'm going to let my vassals go retake some stuff. We're going to go deal with you. We're going to embark. And can we drive all the way around? I don't know if we have access through there. Oh no, they're fleeing. Let's get our boys back over there. Hungary has come back. They didn't retreat very far. I need to get access through more of these countries. I'm just going to need to spend a diplo on improving relations, I guess. Oh, my vassals are going to lose. Livonia is still holding. Tallinn has their, or Estonia Tallinn has their army over there. They can't figure out how to get to Dorpat either. Let's consolidate so we have full power regiments, and let's go take on the Imperial Army again. In the plains near Hagenau. Doing some good damage, taking their morale down, taking their left flank, gonna overrun their right flank soon. We've got way more numbers. Taking them out. Oh, these guys are back over there. It's like whack-a-mole. They're advancing towards us. Not smart. Not smart, Varmia. Is Hungary coming back? They're not retreating further? We're getting all of our techs are coming in. That's helpful. Well, let's go take them. They're just walking right through us, aren't they? Right through all the AI. Take down the Teutons. See if we can catch up with them. We cannot. Get back over this way, see if we can take these battles. We wiped out the TO. We're getting a good engagement on Hungary. War score is going in our favor. Yeah, we've got the Hungarian flanks down. They're routing. Pain for them. Plus 12 war score now. I need this access. I need that diplomat. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I walked into them with no morale. We've got the numbers, though. We've got the numbers. Inflicting some pain, inflicting some salvation. Can I get access through Poland? I can, but it's expensive. That would let me walk up on the TO, which would be nice. Can I just white piece out Hungary and then finish off everybody else? Clear the peace offer. They will not take a white piece. What do they want? They want 190 ducats. And to annul all deals with Brabant. I don't think so, Hungary. Let's just go back here and rest up. See what's happening. Where's my navy? What are they doing? Are they here? No. They're the opposite of here. Is the wharf done? Can't see what this icon is. It's still building the wharf, I think. Yeah. Still building the wharf. 131 days left. So they're stuck over there. I've only got the fishing boats. Oh, somebody walked into me. The Teuton's dead. I think we go start sieging the TO at this point. We can take some land up here and then work towards sieging them. They still have Danzig? They do still have Danzig. Maybe we go take Danzig. That's their economic center. Okay, get on the boats. Get on the fishing boats. Ride the fishing boats over to Danzig. We did take a bunch of attrition there. Do they have a fleet? They do have a fleet. They better not sortie this fleet to fight me. I'm gonna try and land and swim around. Bring my big fleet down. Maybe I should detach some of these damaged ships. How do we reorganize the fleet? I want to split it half. I want to split it up myself. Where's the button to just create a new unit? Detached all the galleys. Is that what I wanted? Is that a formation? What if we put all the damaged ships over there? Previous unit, next unit. Select objectives. I just want to get these guys into a new unit. I just want to detach these guys. I don't want to balance it. I don't want a full retreat. I don't want to disband. I guess I could gamble on splitting in half. There, that put 2 of them. It's not really what I wanted to do. We'll need to do a little more research on that. Can I split in half again? Yeah, I got the 50% one. Pause that. Get these guys, get all the boats over there so that we can win this fight. Battle in the Gulf of Danzig. We won. Let's advance on Marienburg. Let's merge those guys. We lost 2 ships in the Gulf of Danzig. Why? I don't want to lose any ships. Is it outside of our naval range? It's within plus 1,000 of our naval range. Why are these guys taking attrition? There's a 10% of taking, 5% attrition each day. Attrition is due to +5 from being a normal winter. Maximum of 12 for the Gulf of Danzig. So it's winter, so we will park them for winter. These guys are back, and they've got Munster. Where did Munster come from? Maybe I should just peace out. Controversial protectionists. Lose legitimacy or lose prestige. I'll try taking prestige. Let's raise fresh levies to go fight in Holstein. This is turning into a much harder war than I would have liked. These levies are not going to be fighting anybody. Okay, what if we just negotiate a peace? What can we get for this? I have to take the war goal in North Livonia first. Okay, well, let's take all of North Livonia, and let's clear up the border goal. They won't accept. I can only take a few provinces, so that's not enough. So, the war must go on. They've got 23 professional troops. Who's taking attrition? Are they still taking attrition in port? Harbor capacity cuts it down. But they are still taking attrition. Okay, good to know. So these guys might still be taking attrition. Yeah. They should be repairing. They've got a wharf there now, don't they? I don't see it. Granary. Is it a burger building? Yeah, they do have a wharf. Can build ships. We're making good siege progress here, so maybe we can siege it down and then go back and deal with these guys. Taking their capital should might let us get some more objectives. Might let us pace them out. The Hungarian armies are kind of rampaging. Either way, we'll take this faster. We're up to 35. They still have no chance at negative 42. Negative 42 on both sieges. Swing and a miss there. We do have some money piling up and some diplos. So that's nice. Oh, we did not get it. Come on, I need a win. Speed 5, waiting for some sieges. Okay, we got it. We got the siege of Marienburg. Now let's get out of here. Let's combine all of the fleets. We do have a lot of damage on them. We are going to lose some fishing ships. It is September. Alright, let's get them out of here. Okay, our whole army made it back intact. Let's go take Munster down, and then let's go finish off the Hungarians. Are we losing ships still? Can't tell. Get them up there. Get my extra levies over. Balance that, consolidate that. Wait for all of my troops so that we can really smash them and do a number on them. Balance and consolidate, and march on Flensburg. While the nobility demands pensions, it's not a good time for that, guys. We can afford it. We'll gain some satisfaction. We got more army research for initiative. These Hungarians have nobody on the front lines. They are getting messed up. Where are they running to? Bad news, my Captain Mister committed suicide. Oh, my other cabinet minister is gone too. Let's fill one of these posts with someone who, I don't even know what cabinet action aside. That's not good. We'll just put him on generic centralization, and we will appoint. I'd like someone balanced and young, but that doesn't seem to exist. So we'll go with the 45-year-old. He lasts longer than the 54-year-old. And I don't want to pay too much for all of these guys. Let's get them there. No sign of any other troops or armies. They've got a small professional army. No major armies though. These guys are back. What do you know? We wiped out the Hungarians. And we're going to get an engagement here. Rendsburg. They're vastly outnumbered. We're not doing well. I don't have time to deal with any traveling creatures. Sorry. Okay, Munster loses. 50 war score. Can bring peace out Hungary. They will not take a separate peace. They prefer to send their troops, send their peasants into the meat grinder for their ally, the Teutons. It's a sad, sad existence being a Hungarian peasant. Sent to fight the Danes. So from the Teutons we can take all that land, which is pretty much what I wanted. It is a boatload of antagonism with the Livonians. We can take some money. We can take war reps and reduce the money a little bit. So I think we'll do that. Are there any Danish slaves? There are not. We'll take the land, we'll take the money, we'll take war reps. We'll end this crazy war. And we'll return everybody to Copenhagen. We'll return them. We will disband all my naval levies. And we'll disband all my army levies. Well, that war ended up being a lot more complicated, a lot more difficult than I expected. Let's just fix our borders over here. Subject actions, cede this province, cede this province, and cede this province. Now we have a nice Estonia over there, looking much bigger. And we're done. That'll do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of things. Let me know if you know how to split your fleets up and pick which ships go where, like you could in EU4. I'd love to do that. And see you next time.